Hey, how's it going? Checking in for today. Felt pretty good today for the Energized. Took it a little bit steady compared to what I might normally have done on a Monday morning, but otherwise, just looking back to last year, but definitely 2 years ago, the day after Momentum, or rather the 2 days after Momentum, just feeling completely drained and flat. In particular, 2 years ago, I had a real I wasn't doing these videos back then, but I had a real challenge with my own self-evaluation and analysis of my performance. And the biggest challenge then was when a lot of the things that I'd identified as being lacking, and things that when I felt I hadn't really come up to my own standards, the standards of what I expected other people to be expecting of me, when that was reflected back in the feedback that I'd asked for. I mean, I'd gone out there and I'd sent an email out to everybody, said, hey, let me know what you think of the day and the presenters and the content and the layout and the flow of the day and so on. And a lot of it came back mirroring exactly what I already knew. And there was a real thing. I did a lot of introspection, and probably for a week or so, 10 days, I was really quite down, actually. It really hit me quite hard. I guess there's a part of me that sometimes feels like, maybe I got away with that. But you ask somebody for feedback and they're going to give you feedback. And eventually I realized that it was a gift. It was an opportunity. And I went away and I did something with that, and I really used it. This is 2 years ago, 2017, and I used it to sort of drive me forwards through 2018. I did the same thing last year. Though I felt my performance was better and the content was better, it's still... It didn't hit as many of the marks that I really wanted it to do. And I've got to, I can never move away from the fact that I'm speaking on the same stage as two absolute pros. I mean, Pat and Jerry have very, very different approaches to speaking. Jerry's a complete consummate professional. He's very, very good. He trains people and organizations in speaking and presenting skills. And he does a lot of keynotes. He's very, very... He tunes into the audience in an incredible way, and his presentation, blew everyone's socks off. And he's come on leaps and bounds in the last couple of years as well. And then Pat is just so natural and relaxed and funny and engaging, and some of the things that he's done and achieved personally as well have just been absolutely mind-blowing. So he brings all that together in a way that, again, I both those guys I look at and I think, wow, I aspire to be as not like them, but to have that sort of reaction. And so when I'm presenting by myself, I don't have that comparison, but when I'm up there on stage with them, I can't move away from that fact. And I don't feel that that's a bad thing in particular, because it's the thing that keeps making me want to be better and keep helping me see that there's so much more I can do, so much more I can achieve. And it's never about comparing somebody, saying, somebody likes them more than me. It's not about that. It's about how I can just keep on challenging myself and having more of an impact. That's the key. That's the key. It's for me anyway, and I know it is for those guys too. It's about the impact that you can have as a speaker, and the message that I had. Maybe if I'd been a little bit better 2 years ago, a bit better a year ago, it would have had and helped more people than it did. This year, as I kind of loop back around to the beginning of this little check-in video, and I look at my, how I'm feeling today, how energized, how happy I am, how fulfilled. It was probably the best, one of the best experiences of my career, not just presenting, but all of the things that I've done in my professional career. Just such a buzzy day, and I felt like there's still stuff for me to do. There's still room for me to improve. Of course there is, and there always will be. But I just felt like today was a really good day because of how I'd seen myself. And actually now I've just really recently today I've asked for feedback again from everybody, and I'm getting some of those through. But I kind of feel a bit more insulated from any negative response to anything that somebody might say, because I know that Everyone's going to have opinions. Everyone's going to prefer different things, different styles, different content, different topics, different ideas. Going to resonate with different people in different ways, and that's cool. If somebody doesn't like what I said or if it didn't work for them, then that's absolutely fine. Because I feel more at ease with my performance. I felt more relaxed, and there are certainly a number of specific things that I did on the stage and leading up to it that I feel really contributed to that. And I've got a few of those down already. I'm in the process, or I'm not, but I will go back to keep going back over the presentation, taking it apart, and I'll try and get some feedback from Jerry and Pat as well as to the things that they thought went well and things that they thought I possibly could have improved on, and build that into my presentations going forwards, because that is how I've done so many of these videos talking about growth and evolving and feedback and learning from mistakes and learning from what people say and people observe, and self-analysis. And this is such a big opportunity to do that. So incredible experience on Saturday. Just loved the whole day, and I've been thinking a lot about it today. But at the same time, I've got to get my head in the game now for the next phase, which is, well, I've got this presentation on Thursday, which I'm really looking forward to. It's going to be quite a physical session. They do know that already, so it's not going to be sprung on them, and hopefully they'll come suitably attired as well. And I've actually seen one on Saturday and one today, a couple of inquiries coming through for speaking engagements. Again, I don't get too excited about them at this stage, but it does make me feel good, make me feel like I'm moving in the right direction when I do get speaking inquiries, because it makes me think to myself that something that I'm doing is working. But this year is going to be all about tightening up those things that I'm doing, and tracking what's working, what's not, and doing more of the things that are working. And that's going to include these videos, because, as I said before, many times these videos they haven't been a marketing tool, they haven't been an ego boost. These videos have been purely about me keeping myself accountable and having that opportunity, even if it's just a moment of reflection of what I've done and the progress I've made and where I'm going and how I'm feeling about that. Doing these daily videos has been a really big part of my journey over the last 12 months plus, and I've got no intentions of stopping them anytime soon. So there's my check-in for the day. As always, if you like the vid, give it a YouTube thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Give it a comment if you've got anything you want to share, and I will be back again with another daily update tomorrow. Bye for now.